Well, coming back to Dancing Rabbit, I just am overwhelmed with the number of things that I have to do. Not all of them unfun things to do. I'm looking forward to some of them, but it is a little bit overwhelming. I've got this list that I'm making up right here on my computer of all the things I have to do and making priorities. It's not a problem though to have this cold weather because it gives me time to catch up with everything before I absolutely need to get out and start doing things like pruning and some of the other timely garden activities. There's so many things. I come back and I'm like, I want to do that, I want to do that, I want to do that. And like I would love to build some low tunnels. I've been wanting to do that and reuse some of the old plastic from that I had on my hoop house before. Part of the reason why I came back early at this time at least is because I wanted to get some starts going for the season. You know, one of the good things about living in community like this is if I need something, I can just ask people in the community if they have any. And I'm just went out and I sifted some compost for growing medium because I want to make some starts, get some starts going. And I realized that I don't have any coco coir, which is something that I add to my soil mix every year. And so I ordered some from the local hardware store, but until then, I'm going to see if anybody in the community has any. I just sent out an email, and I'm crossing my fingers. It seems like every year when I go to order seeds, I get inspired by something, and I feel the need to buy some kind of vegetable or fruit or whatever that I haven't ever tried before. And so this time, I ordered rice, upland rice from Fedco. And I've never grown this stuff before. It can take a slightly drier conditions than being submerged in water all the time. But I haven't quite decided where I want to put it. But right now I'm just getting it started in this flat here, just doing a little bit of planting. And just kind of added a section on my soil blocks here, and I'm going to plant it the way that I do corn, which is to plant a row of a lot of seeds, and then once they come up I'll just separate them and plant them out in the garden, because that seems to work fine with corn. So I figure I'll try it with this rice. Since rice is one of my staple grains, it would be nice to grow it here. I have the feeling that even if I do get a crop here, I'm going to have to protect it pretty well from the birds because they'll just eat all of it. These things look like starting to come up. Some peppers and eggplant and tomatoes. So it's been a few days and these rice seeds are already coming up. Lots of sprouts, lots of rice. I would guess that if every one of these sprouts turned into a rice plant, I'd have all of the rice that I need for a long time, but that seems pretty unlikely. They really do just look like grass seeds coming up, or wheat seeds. That's what monocots do. I just got in the mail some more grapevines. These are Norton here, or also known as Cynthiana. I think I got like 25 of them. I'm just replacing some of the vines in the vineyard that are varieties that are not very good in our conditions. And then I got a couple of fig trees as well. I don't know, I just bought these on a whim because I already have some figs going. Thing is, I'm not sure if they survived the winter. I'm pretty sure they did, but I planted them out in the fall in the hoop house, and I don't know what variety they are, but these ones are called Celeste, and I figure I'll plant these out this year and see how they do. And then maybe if the ones in the hoop house didn't survive, I'll put these ones in the hoop house. It's been racking time. I came back from Florida and I have all of this wine that needs to be racked, which means decanting it off of the sediment in the bottom to clarify it. And this is the third racking for most of this wine. There's some of it there. And after the third racking, I add oak chips. I just boiled these. And this in the bottom of my sink here is tartaric acid that is precipitated out when you give the wine a cold treatment. And in my house, it sort of got a natural cold treatment for almost pretty much all of winter. This tartaric acid, it's sort of in these little chips. See if we can get those. And they're just crystals, and if you eat some of this, it will be very sour. So that's the acids coming out of the wine to make it less acidic. So this is a little bit of the burgundy type wine that I made, and I just added the oak chips to it. It has, this buttery, amazing smell to it that comes from the malolactic fermentation, which is a bacterial fermentation that you do sort of a little bit late in the normal fermentation process, and you add the bacteria, and that's what gives these full-bodied reds like a buttery and smooth taste to them. It takes some of the harshness out of the wine. And it tastes really good to me already. And it hasn't even been oaked and aged for 3 years yet. So, tastes good. Hey, thanks for watching Hardcore Sustainable. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and share and give a like to the video. And click on the bell notifications, and that will let you know when I post a new video. See you next time.